The weight of a penny. Anna was 21 when she first understood the weight of a penny. She came home to a silent flat, the only sound the distant rumble of the city. Her youngest brother, David, sat alone in the living room, a half-eaten packet of instant noodles on the coffee table. The pantry door was ajar, revealing empty shelves where tea, coffee, and Maggie mee should have been. Her sister, Angeline, was out, and Thomas had been gone for 4 years. The weight of it all settled on her shoulders. The lowest point came at the MRT station. She had only $2.50 on her card, not enough for the fare home. She called her mother, her voice a plea for help, but the call was rejected. A cold dread seeped into her bones, and she felt the tears well up. In that moment, surrounded by the rush of strangers, she broke down. But as the tears fell, a new resolve hardened within her. She was on her own, and she would find a way. She never stopped looking for a better income. She worked 3 jobs at once: a paralegal at Mrs. Shuklin and Bach, a part-time staff at Body Shop, and a tutor on the weekends. The hours were long. The work was exhausting, but every dollar earned was a victory. She was no longer just a girl. She was a provider, a protector. The bills piled up on the kitchen table, a constant reminder of the pressure her father was under and the absence of her mother. Anna would come home late, exhausted, only to find the basic necessities had run out again. She would go straight to the supermarket, her shopping list a familiar litany: Maggie mee, tea, coffee, milk, bread. It was a cycle that seemed to have no end. She learned to be a chameleon, changing her career to match her growing needs. From a paralegal, she became a credit collections officer, jumping from law firm to law firm for a few $100s more. Then she made the leap to a bank, becoming a retentions officer at Citibank, then moving to the sales and balance transfer team to maximize her income. At 24, Anna sensed her parents would sell their matrimonial flat. She knew she had to act. She married her husband, Kenji, and together they secured a new HDB flat. It was a small place, but it was a home, a safe haven for her siblings. When her mother finally sold the flat 2 years later, Anna was 26, and her siblings were safe under her roof. Anna's career continued to evolve. She became a personal financial consultant at POSB, but she knew she could do more. She took a risk, moving to a career with 0 basic pay, first in insurance with AIA, and then into real estate. The initial years were tough, but she met a good mentor, Victor Chan, who saw her potential. The first few years in real estate were a struggle. There were days she felt like giving up, days when the phone didn't ring and the deals fell through. She stood in the rain, looking at a for sale sign, feeling the weight of her past. But she leveraged every skill she had learned, from law, from insurance, from her sheer will to survive, and she kept going. The turning point came, and with it, success. The years of hard work, sacrifice, and determination paid off. She upgraded from her HDB flat to a beautiful condo, and then, eventually, to a landed property. She had not only secured her family's future, but had built a new one for herself. Now Anna sits in her spacious living room, a loving husband beside her, her daughters, May and Gia, playing with their dog Kopi on the floor. She looks at a framed photo of her and her siblings from their younger days. The weight of that first penny had been heavy, but it had also been a gift. It had taught her the value of a dollar, the strength of her own will, and the true meaning of home.